Let the world around us fade. We could love like this forever. Let the rest go down in flames. And if the stars fall from the skies, the sun goes dark to endless night. Stay in my arms, I'll make it right. Just close your eyes. Yeah, we got tonight.
Hello. Welcome back to another episode. And apparently we don't know how to count because we thought it was episode 7 because we got so caught up with Samaya and our girl Kay. But it is technically episode 8 of For the Love of Jaylah. It's your girl Jaylah.
Hi guys, I'm Gigi Rivera. Happy Tuesday.
Happy Tuesday. You know, like Tuesday's always been one of my favorite days, obviously with like Taco Tuesday and all of that. But I feel like it's become an extra favorite day now because I even get people hitting me up. They're like, wait, it's Tuesday. Wait, it's Tuesday. What are we getting tonight?
Girl, we getting into so much. But first, we got to check in on each other. Let's start it off with El Chequeo.
That's right. We're doing a chequeo, the highs and lows of our week. And let me tell you, I feel like these weeks have turned into months and everything is progressing way too fast. I'll kick it off with el chequeo. My ups, well, actually, let's start with my lows. My lows, and I'm going to be super honest, and I don't want to hear Benny Banks talking any tienda because I already see him in the comments. My only low this week is I feel super washed up. I feel
Girl, talk about it.
With all this traveling, with everything, this is everything I've ever wanted for my life. And I'm just like, where's my bed and my heating pad? So I think I got a little used to COVID life. But
I hear that.
All this week is that I feel hella washed. I'm exhausted. I just got in from California. I was supposed to come in yesterday. That didn't happen because of all of the weather changes with Hurricane Ida or whatever her name is, and everything that's going on. So I flew in today. I'm exhausted. I don't even have my maleta once again. I'm like, apparently I've been losing maletas like crazy this last couple months. So again, my maleta is still at the airport. I will go pick it up tomorrow.
You better get some sort of credit or something.
I need my
you better ask.
All my shit off.
You better ask for a discount on your next flight.
But yeah, and my highs for Chequeo this week is this awesome package I got from Maluma baby.
Yeah.
Papi Juancho over here coming through.
I love him. He is so cute.
He's coming out with even send out the electrolytes. Like, talk about y'all need to stay hydrated.
That's lit.
Apparently, he's been watching my IG.
Shout out to Maluma.
That was
the madness. He's been tuning into the madness on your Instagram story.
I mean, shout out to my girl Angie who won tickets to go see Maluma. I did a giveaway a couple weeks ago, hooking up my people in New York City for the Maluma concert, which I will be there October 1st. I'm super excited for.
Yay, that's so
fun. 3 days after Houston, and I'm already feeling like I'm washed. Like, I'm already exhausted. Stop smuggling Costa Rican food in the carry-on. Actually, I hate that you know that because I actually did have a piece of pan dulce that my parents brought me from Costa Rica.
Girl, stop. You're making me hungry. I'm starving.
Well, you don't want to come to my house anymore, so now you don't get food.
Girl, tú siempre estás que sea aquí, que sea allá, que sea. So now I gotta make my own food. Now I gotta make my own food on Tuesdays because you want to be traveling. Look at that. Making us innocent humans suffer. But I love it. So my high actually has to do with the giveaway too. I actually, and you know this, Jaylah, I've been trying to dive into the Latin industry, which I was super nervous. I am still super nervous about because my Spanish is very ratata.
Your Spanish is muy excited.
Muy excited. But I actually landed my first Spanish gig, my first Latin collaboration, and it's like the best thing ever. So if you follow me on Instagram at It's Your Girl Gigi, then I'm hooking you up with tickets to Euphoria Mix Live here in Miami, October 1st. Yo, Nicky Jam, el papi de nosotras.
¡El papi!
El papi de nosotras. Wisin y Yandel, Jay Wheeler, J Balvin, Cheska, Anita. Like, it's going to be so dope. And I just feel very, like, I'm so happy that I'm able to gift this to somebody because concerts are pretty expensive these days, let's be honest. So the fact that I'm able to, donate these, como quien dice, I'm just like,
and shout out to our girl Ellie Jazz.
I know. I was just gonna say, hey
girl, love you, miss you, Ellie.
Yes. So that was my high. I was also in Jersey for the week, so I got to spend time with my girls. We had like a girls' night out. Spent time with my family. Super nice always. And then my low is that my man done cut off my Jersey trips. He said I'm on a Jersey strike.
This is what happens when you move in with your man.
who said the married life was fun? Because my man done cut my Jersey trips off.
He said, no more.
He said either your family moving to Florida or nah, I'm just kidding. We stayed messing around, but I didn't really have a low. It was a pretty good week. I'd say my low was that, like you, kind of, I landed from Jersey to Miami super late, and those late flights just get to you. Especially today, I had some early appointments, so I feel como que no dormí nada, and I'm tired, I'm hungry, so. But I'm happy we're here.
Fine. Like, honestly, this is giving me energy again. I thought I wasn't going to be able to make it through the show today because I was like, yo, I should cancel. I look washed. I look tired as hell. Like, I think I should cancel last minute. And then I was just like, no. But
nah, we don't cancel, girl. We don't cancel.
No, this is the refuel that I needed. This is the energy that I need. This is what For the Love of Jaylah is all about.
But Jaylah, I will say, though,
oh,
I felt some type of way.
Disneyland. I'm just saying.
You went to Disneyland. I will say I felt some type of way because with the giveaway, the Euphoria Life Mix giveaway in Miami, October 1st, I had a lot of my people in Jersey. Yeah, I know I love Jersey. In my DMs, like, wow, sis, tú te crees que tú eres de Miami, de verdad? Like, you're not hooking us up.
Yeah, you moved with your man in Miami, and now you from Miami.
Girl, you don't know how to act. You forgot about us New York and New Jersey people. And I was like, damn, I got to redeem myself. So, Jaylah, I know you got some hookups out there, tri-state area. I need you to pull some strings for me because if I forget about my Jersey and New York people, loca, they're going to cut me off.
Oh, so I'm glad that you're the one making me pull the weight on this one.
So I need you to find something, call somebody. I don't know who.
Listen.
I don't know who you're going to have to go on a date with. But make it happen. Nah, don't disrespect Jersey because you know I ride and die for my Jersey.
Let's just say I'm going to make my Jaylah magic work.
Please.
And I will have something next week for all of our tri-state people. We have some amazing things coming together because you over here giving away tickets to, like, like we need all this love too. And any chance that I could chase Nicky Jam somewhere.
But tri-state area definitely needs love because they show us so much love. We're basically from there. I know you're from Florida, whatever, but you basically from Jersey.
My birth certificate says New York. Thank you.
So there you go. So we got to show love back. So tri-state area, no se preocupen. We coming for y'all next week. Jaylah gonna pull some strings. It's coming. It's coming.
We definitely have a lot of stuff ready for you guys. And again, thank you for tuning in. It's For the Love of Jaylah. Yeah, it's called Jaylah Magic. You heard? It's like Disney magic. Extra special. I'm like feeling myself after this Cali trip. I went to
girl.
We work, even though I feel washed and tired and I just really want to go lay down on my heating pad realistically.
You
I'm
good,
still
girl.
in the
You
mood
good.
now. I'm actually really happy to see you, Gigi. I feel like
I know.
it's been a minute. I'm mad that I haven't cooked for you in 2 weeks. Like,
I'm mad too,
what's going
girl.
on?
Well, this whole time we've been talking about how exciting love is and we want to find you a partner, but we haven't really been shedding light on the dark side of love because, there's a balance to everything and there's good and the bad. Even when it comes to love, as beautiful as love can be, sometimes it can really hurt. So this episode, as you guys know, it's titled Love Can Hurt. And I actually posted on my IG story. I wanted to know what were some of your deal breakers in a relationship. And I want to read some of my responses. But first, Jaylah, I want to get into your deal breakers.
I don't know. It's so weird because for me, I think a lot of it has to do with energy. I think that feeling people's vibes and energy really make a difference.
Mm-hmm.
I remember back in the day, especially being younger, I would always be like, oh, if you have kids, that's a no. If you smoke cigarette, no. If you, do drugs, no. Things, obviously, I think my parents would be more in line and in tune with because I know it would make the situation easier. I think as I've gotten older, though, it's a matter of understanding. So there's a reason why this person has these habits or these situations or these predicaments that it's like, all right, let's have a conversation about it. And can I accept it or not? So I think for me, my deal breaker right now is not being able to have communication. If you can't communicate with me, if you can't tell me a good day from a bad day, like if you can't say to me like, hey, give me today, I don't want to talk about it. But just know that I'm always going to be here for you to talk about it. So I think that those things really changed. So for me, I don't think there's a lot of big deal breakers other than being like a whole mama's boy, a whole fuck boy, a whole you can't communicate with me. I think that if you're adult enough to say like, yo, this is what it is, and you let me make my own decisions, I think to me, that's what matters.
I totally agree. And I want to bring up that, I'm sorry, guys, I have to open the door for my boyfriend. Wife duties. I want to bring up a comment that said, what you look for in a relationship changes as you get older. My Funk Pop NYC. I definitely love that. I remember, I'll never forget when I was still in high school. I would go to my doctor, my pediatrician in New York, and he was mad cool. Like, we were mad tight. And he had told me, like, oh, you're in a relationship. And I was like, yeah, I'm going to marry this guy, love of my life.
I love that comment from Rick, by the way. I'm sorry for cutting you off. It says, I think Jaylah gave up on love and decided to travel.
Bye, Rick. Bye, Rick. But anyways, he was like, yeah, right. Like, you say that now, but in a few years, come back and tell me if you guys are still together. And he was just saying like, yo, as you get older, what you like changes and the people you think you like changes and the food you think you like is going to change. And I think it's so true. Like, as we evolve, the more we mature, definitely what we thought was a must have, later on, you're like, you know what? I actually would rather my partner be this instead of that. But so I love that.
I think there's personally one of the things that I feel like a lot of people don't have enough conversations about is that your heart can't be for just one person. There's pieces of your heart. The piece of my heart that's for my daughter is not the same piece of my heart that is for my family or my parents or my homegirls. I feel like it's a big puzzle piece. And it's hard because sometimes there are different people that fill different voids, and none of that has to be intimate. None of that needs to be sexual. None of that needs to be in a different way. but I feel like a lot of people can't seem to understand that. I think that's where it stems with, like, you know, even toxic friendships, where it's like one person wants so much energy from one person, or like they're trying to fix all of that. And I just don't think that in reality, it's just not realistic, because you have to grow through things, you have to learn through things, people come into your life for different reasons and lessons. And I just think we're so attached to expectations. You know, we expect to, like, oh, we're gonna fall in love with one person and that person is my forever person. You know, like, even now, realistically, you know, talking about deal breakers and situations is like, you know, like, I'm gonna give credit to, like, my baby daddy. We don't have the best relationship all the time, but we have a co-parenting relationship that we have to continuously work on and grow through and build through, and have really hard conversations about, like, what's best for us, what's best for our child. It's very unconventional to most people, which is fine. You know, like, obviously, I know that for most people, if they were to see most of our situation, they'd be like, oh, you guys are totally, like, still together. And it's not like that at all. We need to do what we need to do, because our daughter's at a stage where, you know, we went bowling 2 weeks ago, and she goes, can you both not talk? Because every time you talk, you fight. So, you know, those are eye-opening moments where it's like, no, that's not what it is. Mommy and daddy are sitting here being with you, going to a bowling game without any sexual, any intimacy, nothing, because we both just love you. Period. And I think that that's just hard for a lot of people to comprehend and work through.
Wait, so are you saying that, I don't know. Wait, I'm a little confused.
Go ahead.
As far as, like, evolving and changing. Like,
all the time.
You're saying that.
What?
You're saying how. I know. I'm just not sure, like, how it, like, correlates. Like, one changing their ways and what they look for in a partner. You're saying, like, your example with you going out with Bella's dad, and, like, how you guys.
A lot of it needs to be a lot about a communication. I think that if there's
okay, you're talking about your deal breaker communication,
you know,
yeah.
And you, like, realistically, that's part of the deal breaker, because I'm going to be upfront with you. If you're my man, or if you're somebody I'm interested in, it's very clear from the beginning. This is A, B, C, and D. These things are not going to change just because you feel insecure about your situation. Because my situation, and the only priority I have, is that my daughter is okay. And if that means that her and her father, and, you know, they have their thing, we have our, you know, mutual cool relationship, which I think most co-parents should have, because, like you said, people outgrow each other. But because people outgrow each other doesn't mean you have to hate each other. It doesn't mean you have to be petty with each other. It doesn't mean you have to be abusive with each other. That's a whole nother level.
Right. What if the person, I guess, starts off lacking communication, but maybe you can see that there has been some improvement? Do you completely give up on them, or do you just keep, you know, giving them a try, hoping they get to where you want them to be?
I got a really good piece of advice when I was a little younger. I don't know, whoever is a loyal Jaylah follower knows my beginnings. And, you know, I grew up in a Catholic church. You know, my parents are extremely traditional. They're extremely religious, Central Americans. So for me, you know, I was an altar server until I was 18 years old, since I was 8. Like, I was at the church, you know, like, I'm very involved in everything, and great. And I remember one time when I was in the middle of finally separating myself from my family and becoming my own person and moving and starting my career and doing all of that. I remember I had a situation with my parents that I at that point, I didn't have money for therapy. So your free therapy is going to a priest. So I went to the, I did what my parents told me. Go to the priest, go talk to him, like let it out, like figure out what you need to do. And one of the conversations that we had, which I think to me was very life-changing, was when he looked at me and said, okay, this is your first time dealing with this type of situation, right? Dealing with your parents, dealing with the situation, dealing with these people, dealing with whatever you're living through. I said, yes, it's the first time. I'm literally living through it. He goes, I understand that you look up to your parents, but you need to understand that this is also their first time. It's their first time with a child age leaving. They still feel how you feel. They want you to be there. They want to take care of you. They want to protect you. They want to do all of these things. And now that I have my daughter, I remind myself of that. And that was it was such a pivot in my life where it was like, wow, I know that they're older than me and I expect better from them. I expect they know more than I do. I expect that they have more experience than I do. But realistically, that's not true. It's the same way you're living through your years of life right now. I'm living through my personal. It's our first time going through this.
Yeah.
And like that was such a mind blown situation for sure, which has changed my perspective, and it made me kind of reel back a little bit on how harsh I am with people when I don't understand their situations. But it's also because they grew up in a different place, they did different things, their situations weren't always the same that mine were. So I think, yeah, I am a little bit more understanding and saying like, maybe you can't communicate, but if you're going to give me that effort to try to communicate, I'm going to respect that.
Yeah. Who said that we need to work? You would get full-time job
haunting houses.
What?
Wow, that's cute.
Hi. Well, I want to get into these responses that we got on IG.
Oh, please, because the responses are crazy nowadays.
People's deal breakers are hilarious. Well, not hilarious. They're pretty normal, and it's so funny because it just reminds you that we're deep down, we're all the same, and we all want loyalty, and we all want somebody who's honest. So let's start off with the first one. Hold on. Okay, so deal breakers in a relationship. Somebody said alcoholics is a no-no. I could relate to that. I'm like the freaking wackest drinker, don't smoke. I'm mad boring. So I would want my partner to not be like as wild. I mean, whatever. He can drink, but like the alcoholic, no.
So what's next? I plead the fifth on that one.
You plead the fifth. If she can cook. If she can't cook, that's a deal breaker.
Well, Gigi, you're not really much of a cooker.
Yeah, like, I mean, we'll survive, but I'm not making like mortal with
survive on what?
I know how to make pasta and shrimp and stuff, and I know how to make what else? Breakfast. I know how to make
breakfast all day.
Lunch, dinner, and breakfast. You get pancakes with bacon. What else? I know how to make salmon. I know how to make mashed potatoes. So we'll survive. I'm just not making the. I'm not making the que un locro de pollo.
I have a real question though about the mashed potatoes. Are they actual like you're gonna boil the potatoes?
Yeah.
Yeah. Or yeah. You gonna, open the bag and put water in there?
No, I don't really love like frozen food or like cheese sandwiches. Yo, y'all better stop playing with me. I'm not too fond of
pan con aguacate.
But that's the avocado toast. If you say it in English, sounds real fancy. Nah, we'll survive. We'll survive. We're just not getting the locro de salami, locro de pollo. I don't know how to do all that, but we'll survive. Somebody said.
By the way, the other day, somebody.
That sounds like a good meal to me.
The other day, I got asked to make an arroz con salchicha. And I looked at the can and I was like, is this Gigi's?
The best. The best. Somebody said lack of compromising. And I wish they would have.
I like that.
I wish they would have gotten a little more into it because compromising can mean so many things. But what does lack of compromising mean to you?
I think lack of compromising is when you're being very narrow-minded and you're not like, okay, let me take my ego out of this. Let me take a step back and listen to where you're coming from to try to understand where we're going to go with this. Mm-hmm. I think for me personally, that's the lack of compromising, where it's like, let's say, like, just using it as an example. Obviously, it's not the truth, but the actual example where, like you said earlier, you're on a Jersey strike. ¿Tú me entiendes?
Yeah.
But, you know, if he was, and there are people like this in this
world
that are extremely adamant that they're like, you moved in with me, you live with me now, you're my girl, you're not going anywhere, your family needs to move, you need to figure it out. And that for me is a lack of compromise, where it's like, let's have a conversation about this. You know, my family's there. Does it mean you come with me more often? Does it mean we go together? Does it mean like I give you a heads up of when I'm going so I can still be with my family? Because realistically, nobody gonna take me away from my family.
Right.
How crazy they are, or what they do, or what they say to me. That's a me problem.
Right.
Not a you problem. It's a me problem. So let me handle them. And the only thing I need you to do as my partner is hear me vent.
Is make sure the house is clean when I get back.
That's it. Just listen to me venting, because they're not going to change.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, most of us, especially a lot of us that are trying to break these generational cycles, we need to comprehend and understand that generation is not going to change. Mm-hmm. We need to be the change.
Right.
That in itself makes a huge difference in comprehension. Mm-hmm. I'm not going to change my dad's mind. He's not going to go to therapy. He thinks it's a joke. I get that. But that doesn't mean I'm not going. That doesn't mean my daughter's not going. That doesn't mean that I'm not going to try as much as I can to break those cycles. Mm-hmm. And I think that's a difference. And I think that's a lot of the problem, especially in the people of color community, that we try to force all of them and we want them to accept us and we want them to be proud of us. And 90% of the time, for 80% of us, doesn't happen.
Mm-hmm. By the way, guys, the whole my boyfriend putting me on a Jersey strike, it's a joke. They're probably like, damn, geez, man, don't let her go nowhere. Look what I started. No, guys. Cállate. We're just totally joking. I got a lot of lies lying to me, telling me lies. I think that's just like the obvious. Obviously, nobody wants to be with a liar. Okay.
You know what my thing about that is, though? I can't, especially because who I am. And I think all my close friends, and as the years, as I've gone through this process of getting older, I've come to the realization, like, I'm a horrible liar. My face, and Gigi's smirking already because she knows it's true. I am the worst liar in the world because I can tell you whatever you want. Mm-hmm. But my face says otherwise. So I don't comprehend the purpose of lying.
Yeah.
Now, I understand the purpose of people lying to manipulate people, and I think that that's really fucked up. But
somebody actually said manipulation too.
yeah, and that's one of those things. Like, I don't understand the manipulation, because at the end of the day is be honest and let me make my own conscious decision. Manipulation comes from a selfish place of want and need for yourself.
Mm-hmm. I have two more that I want to get into. Somebody said being bothered by me having the opposite sex on social media if there's no attraction to them. So I'm assuming, like, if I were a guy, me following other girls on IG. I think like if social media is a problem in your relationship, like,
you shouldn't be with that person, period.
I think
people like, I say this to everybody, and I have, and this is one of the most frustrating conversations that I need to have with people in my life, and it bothers the shit out of me.
What is it?
Do not take my social media for who I am, or what I'm going through, or what I'm dealing with. If you want to know, ask me. Again, the expectations, the assumptions, over all of that. Don't assume anything.
Would you ever tell your man to unfollow another girl on Instagram?
Yep.
I've done it. I heard him in the background.
Yeah. You're making me look a fool, Michael. Shush. Yes, they heard you. Well, there goes my answer. But Jaylah, I want to know.
I mean, I've gotten put in that position. I've been told what to do and what to not do, and who to be around and not be around. Like, again, I was saying, I think I have the same conversation with everybody. My Instagram is my job. Like, this is part of who I am and my career and my brand. And I'm not going to post everything on there. So if
you're not answering my question, sis. I said, would you make your man unfollow somebody on social? Yeah, babe, come here, because I've never made you unfollow somebody. I'm like, why are you putting me on the spot? I've never done that. He's a fraud. He's lying. Now that I'm thinking about it, I'm like, who did I make you unfollow? Yeah, his ass went upstairs. You know better. I'm like, I'm not crazy anymore.
I'm not saying that I haven't done it before. I'm saying that now where I'm at in my life.
Yeah, that's what I'm like. Maybe when we first started dating.
You can unfollow that person all you want, but that doesn't mean that you don't have a fucking fake account and you're still following them.
Exactly.
So at this point,
you makes her follow IG models. That's a lie. Ningún breaking news. Jazz said, yup. Yeah, maybe like early in our relationship, college days, but honestly, I stopped the whole crazy shit, crazy girlfriend, social media shit a while ago, because one, social media is a lie, it's a fraud. And if you allow that to get in between your relationship, like, there's deeper and bigger issues already. So I don't fuck with none of that. Anything that's not in your control, you shouldn't worry about. Too much work. Exactly. Because at the end of the day, like you said, you probably got the fake account, seeing the shorty, seeing that, like, pa que? I know that's too much stress.
If they're gonna cheat, they're gonna cheat. If they're going to have another relationship, marriage, like again, I don't understand the concept of lying, because at this point, you can look at somebody in her face, especially in the world that we live in.
Girl, I gotta.
You can look at girl in her face and be like, "Yo, I'm married, but I really want to fuck you." And like, okay, like, tú me entiendes? So what's the point of lying?
But wait, it gets better. Somebody said, my deal breaker is if you have a baby with someone else while being with me. First of all, the deal breaker should be you cheating on me. That's wild. Jaylah, ¿qué tú haces?
Jaylah not putting herself in that situation. That's why she's got IUDs in there.
No, I'm saying I'm saying, what if your man cheats on you and has a baby on you?
It's a wrap.
That's some fucked up shit.
It's a wrap.
I know guys that have kids.
Wait. I'm gonna actually, people who really know me know I have some level of testosterone. I'm low key a dude.
No empiece.
I'm saying there's different, again, and it all comes to do with the lying and being honest and communication. If you knew, because I've been in this situation where,
but what if you didn't know he was cheating?
But I've also been in an open relationship. So
okay, so what if you're in an open relationship and homie pops up, your man pops up like, yo, babe, I got shorty pregnant.
He got to go take care of his responsibilities, because again, at the
end would you stay with him though?
No, because at the end of the day, it's not about me.
Oh my god. Yo,
shout out to BXK, always making a joke. No, but I'm saying it's one of those things where if you're in an open relationship, and realistically in 2021, everybody's in an open relationship, whether they want to know it or not.
Pause, bitch. Don't wish that shit upon me.
I'm not wishing it upon you. There's very few 5%ers like you. But you know,
facts.
I was in an open relationship, but we were very clear about it. Like it wasn't. We
everybody cheats. Okay, everybody could cheat, but damn, having a baby on me, that's
what I'm saying. So that's another level of disrespect. You know, like they say, ojos que no ven, corazón que no siente, which is fine, but there's also levels of respect in certain things. If you're going to be in an open relationship, you know that there are rules and regulations to being in an open relationship. You're not going to go and like, I'm not going to sit here on Instagram and be like, oh my God, me and Papi. No, like you can't do shit like that. ¿Tú me entiendes? So like, I think that that's where people get it twisted. But if you cross that line and cheat, and again, my only point has always been, it's always about the kids first. So if I don't care how much you love me,
fuck them kids.
No, I know, but on my personal point of view, I don't care how much you love me or I love you. If you are having a baby with somebody else, you need to take that responsibility and you need to take care of that. Period.
What if he's like, babe, it wasn't even planned, like it wasn't supposed to happen. I want to be with you. I want to have a kid with you.
That's fine. But at the end of the day, that's not what happened. And everything happens for a reason. And I'm very faithful on that. I think that there are lessons that need to be lessons, and that we grow with people and outgrow people at the same time. And I just think that, again, it's a matter of communication of where those levels are. So if you got her pregnant, look, actions have consequences. Take the consequences for your actions. Now you got to go be a dad. Bye.
Now you got to go be a dad. I hate you. Well, speaking of babies, let's talk about the baby. Este hombre me cae tan mal, like from day one.
First of all, he pissed me off when he got Danny Lay pregnant, and now he extra pissing me off with all the dumb shit he's doing afterwards.
Girl, so it's time for Lo Que Pasó. As we know, he said some extremely offensive things to Rolling Loud here in Miami, to the gay community, people with HIV. They canceled his ass. Like, I'm talking about, there were other concerts and festivals.
Have consequences.
There were even concerts and festivals who took him off the lineup. Like, he definitely got what he got. But now it turns out, according to the Shade Room, they reported that the baby met with 9 HIV awareness organizations to apologize for the insensitive Rolling Loud comments. Now, I want to know, do you think he's doing this as kind of like a I care about the situation, I'm truly sorry type
He don't
of.
give up. His insensitive ass don't give two fucks. And this is his PR team trying to salvage their bags.
But then let me ask you,
they all losing bags because he's losing a bag.
But let me ask you something, because they say like, yo, people make mistakes, let them, recover and let them learn from it. This is his chance to educate himself, yada, yada. So, okay, he's doing it. Why won't people accept it?
I don't think, I think the problem is that it's not genuine.
But do you think we know it's not genuine?
Like, I think you can tell by it again. It's like
Yeah.
me lying. Like,
no, yeah, I'm just playing devil's advocate here.
Your face don't lie, and I just feel like he's been very Kanye shrug, nonchalant. I'll do what I can, and I'm gonna pay people to fix this for me.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like that's the vibe that he's been giving off. So again, your actions have consequences. If you're gonna come over here and you're gonna do all this dumb conversation, you gotta know that some way, shape, or form. Anybody who's in this entertainment industry, whether we podcast, whether we do blogs, whether we're social media influencers, whether we're on radio, TV, movies, it doesn't matter. We know there's a foundation.
And there's a line that you just don't cross.
Of what we can and cannot do.
Yo, and out of all the things that at a concert you can shout out, why would you go to all the way to left field? Like, what drug was he on? What was, I don't know.
Literally the epitome of hashtag Florida.
But my Funko Pop NYC said, but Summer Jam here in NYC had him perform, and he did apologize and had a whole thing done, which is true. So I feel like a lot of New Yorkers.
I'm sorry, but that's all damage control.
Bueno, yo no sé. The baby se jodió.
And these management companies, because it's not management, it's your
His
PR. It's your PR team. It's your record label. You have to remember that there's 5 entities that come into this, including your family, before you make a move. So people think it's just so easy, like, oh, let me get on the gram and I'm just gonna say whatever I want. No, it doesn't work like that. And again, actions have consequences. And unfortunately, his team has been doing high-powered quality control after all the dumb shit he has said.
Bueno.
And we still haven't even gotten into baby daddy drama yet with him.
Yeah, because I feel like Danny Lee is trying to keep it on the low.
Trying, because she looks stupid. And I say this respectfully, because I love.
Yeah, no, I agree. I don't understand why she got locked up by him.
But respectfully,
I don't know why she let him knock her out. I'm pretty sure though he probably sold her a dream. We're gonna be together. I love you.
But that's what all these. Hello, we're in 2021. This is what they're all doing.
Plus, you see all the drama he has with other baby mamas. Why would you even want to join that list?
Well,
but that's a whole other story.
I'm just saying, I'm baby mom number.
This
3
is
so I can't really say shit, and I can't be a
hypocrite.
I can't be. But that's where my frustration comes from, because I am baby mom's number 3, and respectfully. But again, it was that same situation we were talking about earlier about like giving. Like, where's that comprehension? Where is that, like, okay, I'm understanding of your situation and what you've had to unfortunately deal with.
Yeah.
And I feel like a lot of times especially when we care, or when we're in love, or when we're infatuated, or where we're in it, that we give more of the benefit of the doubt than we should. And I'm living proof of that. And that's where my frustration came with Emulate, because I feel the same way with her.
And this is why I listen to Bad Bunny and Romeo Santos, because they would never. They would never.
I mean, the song is called Volví. I'm just saying.
All right. Well, I listen to them separately when they don't have songs about
okay.
about fucking fulanito coming back for you. Oh my God, man. So much going on. Well, Jaylah, guess what?
But
You know that we obviously bonded over radio, but we super duper bonded over bachata.
always, because even though I'm not Dominican, I'm an
You're
honorary
Dominican by
Dominican bachata.
association. You are Dominican by association. And that's why I got to tell you a little secret I've been holding on to.
Wait, you got a secret?
Girl.
You didn't tell me before the show?
I got a secret.
Tell me.
So, EMM, shout out to them, by the way. They are hooking us up, right? With tickets for us to hook up our bachata lovers. Girl, Raulín Rodríguez, Elvis Martinez, girl.
Stop.
Girl, El Torito.
No, El Torito? That's October 16th. And it's at Hard Rock?
Girl. So you know it's gonna be bougie. No. Bring that back up. Bring that flyer back up. Because el que no bebe, va a beber esa noche. A.K.A. me. A.K.A. me.
Man.
Loca, yo me voy a dar un amargue esa noche. Like, tears.
Like the Brugal, we need the like Henny White, some presidentes.
Girl.
Oh, like, what's up?
Tears on deck. So to all of our bachata lovers, we are hooking you up with Viva la Bachata, Hard Rock, Saturday, October 16th. Yo, y'all not gonna want to miss this because.
And the crazy part is that me and Gigi are going to for sure be there. So y'all might even get the chance to kind of like, you know, say what's up.
Vengan a bailar bachata con nosotras. Show us a little 1-2 step. Buy us a presidente. Whatever you gotta do, but y'all not gonna want to miss it.
I like to dance with me bachata.
Girl, I'm so excited for this. I'm so excited.
You know that, Ellie. You know I'm Dominican.
Ellie is like, can I come real quick?
Ellie, we have to fly you out. Come on.
Thanks. No, but I'm just so excited. Like, I can't believe that we've been blessed with these, you know, opportunities in the Latin community. That has given back to our Latin people, our Dominicanos. So it's just a super special moment for me, for us, and just. Thank you. I can't thank EMM enough. I'm speechless. And I'm so excited. Yes, I'm so excited, girl.
Much. And listen, the thing is that we're only getting started. We started with Maluma.
Mm-hmm.
We have Mix Live. Now we have the Bachata concert. And then
I'm praying
guys next week.
I'm praying you make those calls to New York, Connecticut, wherever you got a girl. Listen, my Jersey people mad at me.
The world is yours. I already started making calls. We got this.
Girl, no me haga ver mal, because my Jersey people mad at me. So save me.
I used to live in North Bergen. Okay, I got a special place in my heart for my Jersey people.
I know you do. That's why I had to be like,
I'm
yo.
not gonna let nobody down. Jersey, Tri-State, Connecticut, New York. Next week, I got you.
Okay, girl. Okay. Well, with that being said, guys, thank you for tuning in. Jaylah, sis, I love you. Next week we'll be together.
Finally. Oh, food, huh?
Absolutely. Thank you so much to everybody who tuned in, everybody who participated in the polls on my Instagram. Make sure you guys are following us at It's Your Girl Gigi, at I Am Jaylah, at For the Love of Jaylah. ¿Y qué más?
Make sure you tune in because after us, because you know he's not as pretty as we are.
I know.
But the Rick H show is on after at 8 p.m.
If y'all wanna watch that, you know,
you want to deal with their kind of shit, and I kind of have to sell it until he gives me my award. But yeah, it's fine. Thank you guys for tuning in, and remember next week 7 p.m. we have 2 episodes left. That's it.
And we got some dope.
Season 1 is almost over.
We got some dope giveaways. So make sure y'all are following us. Make sure you guys are staying connected, and make sure you're tuning in. Shout out to Jazz. She's a part of the Rick H Show, which is the only reason we watch the Rick H Show.
For Ellie Jazz
and Rebel.
To be honest, because I know that O is team Rick, so O can keep Rick, and we love the girls on the show, and we obviously love our favorite producer in the whole world.
Craze is literally part of our show. Like, people even forgot he's part of, you know, the Rick H Show. So
the main I love you, Craze.
Shout out to Sodi. She just tuned in. Oh, it's okay, baby girl. Next week. Well, thank you guys so much for tuning in, and we'll see y'all next Tuesday.
Bye.
Let the world around us fade. We could love like this forever. Let the rest go down in flames. And if the stars fall from the skies, the sun goes dark to endless night. Stay in my arms, I'll make it right.